Good morning, Blazers. I'm Mrs. Hiller, and I'm here to share some important information about your rights before we send you off to your summer break. First, let's take a look at what our superintendent shared with us just this past December about who is a valued and a welcome student in Montgomery County Schools, and it is every single one of you. Regardless of immigration status, every student is a valued student in Montgomery County Schools. You see this QR code on the slide, and it's on several slides. It will take you to the MCPS Immigration Resources website, which has a lot of great information and graphics about your rights, where to go for help, and things that you can learn from. So go ahead and scan it now if you want to, but these slides will also be made available in the Blair Canvas classroom so that you can access them later, or you can share them with your family or whatever. Also important to know is FERPA. This is a federal law that protects you. This is the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, which says that the county is prohibited from sharing information about you, including immigration status, unless someone has a court order for that information or if your parents give permission. Otherwise, if ICE or police ask MCPS for information about any student, the answer is no. Federal law prohibits us from sharing. However, with summer starting, you're not going to be in school until the end of August. So let's talk about how you can keep safe outside of school. So what can you do if ICE comes to your house or the police comes to your house? The U.S. Constitution protects every single one of you. No matter your immigration status, everyone has the right to remain silent, to say no to a search, and to ask for a lawyer. La Constitución protege a todas las personas en los Estados Unidos, sin importar su estatus migratorio. Tienes el derecho a permanecer en silencio, a decir no a una búsqueda y a pedir un abogado. You don't have to open the door unless they show you a warrant with your name. You can ask them to slide it under the door or show it through a window so that you can take a look. And if it is a valid judicial warrant, that person should step outside and close the door, everyone else remaining inside. In a moment, we'll take a look at what does a judicial warrant look like compared to an administrative warrant. Here is an example of these types of warrants. The one on the left is an administrative or ICE warrant. You see it says it's from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, and the signature line says immigration officer. This type of warrant does not allow officers into your home. You can just say, no thank you, don't want to talk to you. However, a judicial warrant shown on the right is issued by a court and signed by a judge. These warrants will indicate a specific person by name, a location or address, and a specific time frame. This type of warrant does allow officials to enter that location or to arrest the person named on that warrant. But even if you are arrested, you still have rights to remain silent and to get a lawyer. No tienes que abrir la puerta a menos que tengan un orden firmada con tu nombre y firmada por un juez. If you're away from home and you are stopped by police or immigration, it's important to stay calm. Don't run, don't argue, keep your hands visible, and you still have rights here. If this is a traffic stop, such as speeding or running a red light, only the driver must show identification. If the officer asks other people in the vehicle for identification, they do not need to show it. If the officer asks, where were you born, or are you a citizen, you do not have to answer. You can say, I choose to remain silent, or I want to speak to a lawyer. However, never lie or show fake papers. That can hurt your case. Mantén la calma. No discutas ni te resistas. Say, I want to speak to a lawyer. Quiero hablar con un abogado. And even if you are undocumented, these rights apply to you. Aunque no tengas papeles, todavía tienes derechos. Now, you might be thinking that this doesn't apply to you, but it does because you have the ability to help and to be an ally and to support your classmates and your community. So here we have a few student groups that you can follow on Instagram for information and events. Students Fair, which is Students for Asylum and Immigration Reform, have an Instagram account that shares local opportunities for advocacy in Montgomery County. And Blair has its own chapter of Students Fair. Their IG is on the screen as well. And they are hosting a meeting in the auditorium tomorrow during lunch. You can scan the QR code here to respond so that they can plan for it. Todos están invitados a una reunión durante el almuerzo mañana, jueves, en el auditorio para más información, preguntas y pizza. Por favor, usa este QR code para indicar tu asistencia. You also have the right to record things that happen in public. This is a First Amendment right. And if you are in a public place and you see something that seems concerning, you may record. Now, to be clear, do not interfere, never interfere with the police, but you can record what's going on, and that can be a big protection for someone. Also, if you hear something, say something. There have been a lot of rumors about things that are going to happen or did happen, and it's really important that we all have accurate information. So if you hear something or see something that concerns you, share it with an adult in the building, and we can help direct you to the right resources or to get that information verified. Back to knowing your rights. Your rights are your power, and knowing your rights makes you powerful. Even just saying, I choose to remain silent, can protect you. These pocket-sized Know Your Rights cards are available online in a PDF that you can print for free in 38 different languages and as many as you want. If you click on that graphic when you access the slides in Canvas, you'll be taken to that page. Students Fair will also hand out these cards during the lunch session tomorrow, and you can take a whole handful, share them, give them to friends, neighbors, coworkers. Everyone should know their rights. Tienes poder, tienes derechos, no estás solo. It's important that families make a plan. Share this slide and this information with your loved ones and help spread this word. Talk with the family now before something happens. Lawyers and professionals can help more before there is an emergency. So this slide has some resources for parents to be connected, including joining the PTSA listservs, joining our Los Padres PTSA group, and what standby guardianship is and why you might want to consider completing that paperwork. Estar preparado es ser inteligente, no tener miedo. Finally, more resources. There are so many resources out here in our community for you, the community. They can help you, they can help your family. You don't need to wait. You can click these links or call these phone numbers and find help immediately. Estas organizaciones pueden ayudarte. No esperes para pedir apoyo. So you can access these slides in the Canvas classroom, and we hope to see you tomorrow during lunch at the Students Fair, where they will share Know Your Rights cards, more information, answer questions. Scan this QR code to RSVP, and have a wonderful summer, Blazers.